Joel, quick question. Do you know what's a hot topic on social media besides talking about booze?
Food.
You got it! Food is right. Who doesn't love talking about food and taking food pics? And so do you, our friends out there on social media, because I put the question out. I asked you, what are annoying things people do in restaurants? And you guys showed no mercy in this one. In fact, we got a ton of answers. Got a lot of great stories to share with you. Joel and I have ours too. Those of you watching live, join our conversation. Hit us with us right now. What are annoying things people do in restaurants? What do people do that drive you nuts? Joel, first to you as always. What do people do that drive you nuts in a restaurant?
Send dick pics.
Okay. What kind of restaurants are you stopping at?
Don't send dick pics in a restaurant next to me. Probably just people who are rude to the rude to the wait staff.
I mean, that's one thing too. Waiters and wait staff, they don't make a lot of money in most restaurants unless you're working on some Park Avenue 5-star restaurants with the Four Seasons. But they do work pretty hard for the most part to take care of you, make sure you have a good experience. So you definitely want to treat them better back. I'm going to share one of mine things is being an annoying customer. What I mean by that is when you walk into a restaurant, you have to understand, you're not the only one there waiting on it. There's other people having experience too, so it's not all about you sometimes. Sure, if you're having a bad service, or a bad night out, you can complain and stuff, but don't be like, I need this, I want, you need to bring me this the whole time, because that just ruins it for everybody.
That's true, and nobody here is really, nobody in America is really that self-aware anymore, so it's way more common than it should be.
Yeah, unfortunately it is. And the other thing I'm going to say that people do that are annoying in restaurants is when they trash the bathroom. You wouldn't trash your own bathroom at home, but yet they go to the bathroom. When I walk in there, there's paper towels and toilet paper and your crap all over the place. We're all in this together, people.
Yeah, people are really, really inconsiderate. When you go to other countries, you'll notice that doesn't really happen very much, at least not advanced countries, but America, I don't know. It's just one of our qualities.
It's also one of our qualities, be in the restaurant too, and you have somebody on their phone talking super loud. It's great you're on a phone call or business call, but I don't want to hear you 5-6 booths over. You know what? Take it down. Or if it's a really heated phone call, go outside.
Take it down.
Whoa! Yeah, I know, exactly. Well, look, you guys, I put the question on social media. You guys had a lot to say about this, so let's go with your comments. Robert Guitar comments and says, fart out loud. Hey, he's got that right. Christopher writes in and says, when you see a group of people or a group of people at a table not talking but on their cell phones. That kind of goes back to where it is, a lot of things now, look, you and I love their social media. We're on there all the time, Joel, but you know what? People down and not talking the whole time. I'd rather them do that, though, than be shouting and carrying on.
Yeah, that's a good point, too. Whenever we're at restaurants, I'm pretty conscious of this, and Joe is, too. But, you're there with your friend. Yeah, it's cool to get, a selfie or get a picture of the food if you want to put that on Instagram. But
right.
You're there with the person, so the majority of the time should be spent with them and not on the phone.
Exactly, but some people make the whole entire dinner night out of just being there like that. In that case, you know what, then just stay at home. It kind of takes away from the experience.
It's a waste of money.
That's exactly right. It's a waste of money. More your comments now as Matt Treat says, 2 things people who bring their small children to upscale restaurants. If I'm shelling out $100 plus in a meal, ambience has to be a part. I don't want to hear small children like I'm in a McDonald's playland. The nicest place I went as a kid was Red Lobster.
Yeah, you can't let them free roam.
Here in Jersey City, you know what? There's a lot of, there's a lot of restaurants, but there's a lot of parents that take their kids out to the restaurants with them, but they don't control the kids. There's a beer garden here, for example, and mommy turns the kids loose, and they're running around throwing rocks and shale and screaming and yelling. You know what? When you're out in a public setting, if your kid can't maintain control, then keep the kid at home. Lucy Booze writes in and she says, customer, is the kitchen open? Me, no, it's closed. Customer, are you sure? And then Tybox writes in and says, he gets a receipt from a signed customer. Any particular reason why you left a 0 tip? Customer, you get paid, don't you? So the tipping culture we've talked about a few times here in the Brew, how it's different in different countries. And one thing that it's happening now too, in restaurants themselves are adding mandatory tips and hidden fees too when you're out and about. So it's something you got to look at when you sign for the final bill.
Correct.
And then Tybox writes with another one. He says, what are your vegan options? At a steakhouse, this really happened. So this Vangalonis writes in and she says, complain about every single thing. If you're so perfect, stay at home and cook your own meal. I think Heather has a definitive answer for the web show right here. I agree with her on that one.
I do too.
How often do you eat out?
Probably 5 to 6 days a week. It's often.
Yeah, I do it too, more so than I bring a lot of food home. But you know what? I definitely eat out less. So I would say like you and I would probably be, you know, on the we would know a good restaurant we find one, know like what a good way to respect people are, know what a good way to tip is. It's just something to think about when you guys are out and about. You know, think about not only yourself but others too. We're all in this together. But hey, speaking of being all this together, you click out like and subscribe button down below. America, that's right. Because there's 4 great web shows here on the Big JoJo 50 YouTube channel. Each and every week, including my brand new game show, Captures to Spin to Win, where I'm giving away prizes for your funny captions to pictures, so you don't want to miss that. Lots of great fun right here each and every week. And of course, more talk like we always do, bar talk right here on The Brew. And you know what? Joel and I know all about it, and we do it each and every week.
Yes, I think so. I think at this point, yeah.
Very nice. Jersey Joe here, Eye in the Box, saying thanks for watching. See you next time, I hope.